Hello, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to part 3 of the Positivity Challenge. And if you are returning, welcome back. And I am still on tier 2 of the Positivity Challenge because it took me a while in the last part to realize that the good deeds had to actually be for acquaintances, which is what it actually says. So the unfortunate thing with my sim here is she has the good manners trait and the incredibly friendly trait. The good manners trait you can earn it from parenthood, and the incredibly friendly trait is one that you can purchase with satisfaction points, and that trait comes, or reward trait, I should say, comes with outdoor retreat. But when you put them both together, it means that they usually are friends instantly upon a friendly, cheerful, or as we found, even a funny introduction. The polite introduction made it so that they just got a good boost that came from the good manners trait. But unfortunately, even that, with a couple of friendly transactions or interactions afterwards, it ended it and made it very hard to actually get these good deeds with these acquaintances. So what I had thought, and we're going to check, is she is in a career now. So I'm going to look at her relationships tab and see if I go to the coworkers tab, if we see anybody there, because she would have an introduction to them but wouldn't have done it herself, so she would not be friends. Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be anybody in her career right now, so which is very unfortunate. So the other thing that I had thought is that I would create a club, and if we go over here, she has nobody in her club, so I created her a club. I called it Friends of the World, and I had be friendly with everyone as a thumbs up activity, be funny, there would be romantic. That one's because I'm just checking something out, to be honest. Dance, and then I added clean. You can always change it up, do whatever you want. And I do have rules for this club, which I haven't actually, that's that they have to be young adults, so they're the same age as her. And I figured, why not make it so that they had to be single, so that we can maybe meet somebody while we're at it. So I have random people in this save. Obviously, there's the general Sims that come, and I don't want to pick anyone that she's already friends with, which unfortunately, the first 9 on this tab, she's already friends with. Oh my goodness. Okay, good. We have some people she is not friends with. Good. So we can actually pick a few people that she can add to this club, and she doesn't know already, because that's, yeah, that would make it difficult. I don't know how many is that. She has room for 1 more, and see, it does give you a little boost, so it means that they know each other, but that is it, which is good. That's what I want. I don't want all of these, yeah, I don't want the Sims. And I know Jay Huntington is non-committal, as is Don Lothario, so they wouldn't be very good fits for romance, and he's a snob, and I can't remember, he's unflirty, so I'm not really, that wouldn't actually work very well. Now that I think about it. I'm looking, I want a mixture of males and females in this club, just so that, you know, it's like, why is Eliza single? I thought I said they couldn't be married. I thought they were married to each other. That's a little odd. We're gonna invite Miko. Okay, so now I am going to, I'm going to go have them maybe go to the park somewhere, and then we'll start a gathering over there, because right now we're just like on our home lot. I don't really know that I want to have everybody on our tiny little home lot. I don't think it'll work very well. So I'll take them elsewhere, and I'll be back when they get there. So our poor Scarlet is sad from evilness in the world. I think we met someone in the last part who was evil, if I remember correctly, and that was the issue. Let me see. What is her work task she has to do? She has to take photos again. All right. So we're going to not do work things right now. We're going to do a funny story, because that has the little symbol beside it. And then we're going to, so this is much easier than trying to, like, not make friends. And it really seemed to kind of go against the, you know, the theme of the challenge, to have to do a rude introduction in order to not make friends right away. It was just kind of like, not really a big fan of that. So I will have to, oh, there she goes. So she has completed that. But it won't actually tick off this thing here until we go and get the gift. and I am going to take her back home, and then we'll probably maybe meet with our group somewhere else. So I'll be back when she gets home. Well, everyone came home with Scarlet, so I'm going to come over here and I'm going to collect the reward. And I think, Libby, you should be able to go outside to go potty, but I'll ask you to go potty. And we'll take a look at this reward as well as the one that's over on the wall where I put it. And did she go out on the porch? So here's the first reward that we got. Oh, we didn't win the lottery. So now she's doubly sad from not winning the lottery as well as from evil in the world. So I'm going to try and stick this on the wall here. It doesn't seem like it's going to fit. And it's not going to be, you can't see it there. And that's unfortunate. We have too many pictures on the wall. Maybe what I'll see is if I take this picture and place it in my inventory, or her inventory, and yeah, it's not really fitting. It won't really work there either, unfortunately. Maybe I'll just leave that one in my inventory for now, so that when we get room for the pictures, she doesn't have a very big house, so well, there's the new one. So there's our two pictures that we have. We have this bear, Grin and Bear It, and it's worth 940 simoleons, so if you're just wanting to make money, that's a good thing. And then we have It Happened, and it's common, and the environment for both of them is 3, and they're both common. So that is what we got from the first go round, or the first two, the first one and then the second one. So that worked really well. So now we need to become happy 3 times. I think that just completed because we changed locations, I'm guessing, because I can't imagine we've become happy 3 times. But oh well, we'll take it. So we're going to come out here and do some more good deeds. Now these good deeds can be with anybody. Just like the first one, when I realized afterwards it could be with anyone too. So it's only the second tier so far that has to be with acquaintances, which is the one where I was struggling a bit with in her case because she made friends instantly. And so now, I mean, they are acquaintances. They're all going to get sick from here, I'm sure. They always do. Tell funny story to Salim. Salim is from City Living. And of course, Zoe Patel is from the base game. As was Gavin was from the base game, and Miko was from City Living. Those were the club members, some of the club members. And we had a negative interaction showing up with, we'll do a cheerful introduction. Because we can do those now, because we don't have to worry. But we already seem to have a little bit of a hit to our relationship with Masato anyways, or however you pronounce his name, I'm not sure. But one thing I had noticed when I was trying to do this challenge with another family, I'm wondering if he's a vampire? But he's not burning up. Just because sometimes they have the incredible hissing, and then that makes people not like them very much. Like, just automatically. So, but it's not actually showing. Oh no, we became friends with him. We did. It just was a bit of a lag in showing us that. So we could interview him, but again, much as I do want to do the things for the career also, I'm trying to see what we can do. So this looks like it's actually not going to be that hard to do when you like have one sim in the house. Once I got past that fact that they had to be acquaintances, and then I figured out a workaround. One would be, if you have those traits, would be if they're in a job and they actually have other Sims in the same career with them, they will automatically start with like the same type of relationship if they've not met them before. Or if you just do a club, join a club, create a club. Of course, with the clubs, you need to have get together to do that. But if you have it, it's an option for bypassing the boost you get from those 2 traits if you happen to have those true traits, and let you avoid doing rude introductions with Sims. So okay, so we're gonna do heartfelt. So there is a report that in the past, if you had a club, do I have a club gathering going? No, I don't. So I can't really say anything right now because the club's not actually going. They just all came home with us, and and of course, the reason all these romantic interactions are coming up is because they're in our club gathering to be able to do it. So there's a couple of these that don't, even though they're romantic interactions, don't seem to get the little thumbs up for doing it. And I'm not actually really wanting to do it. If they do that on their own, they can. And in the past, all, like, from what I remember, they would all have these these thumbs up, but they don't seem to be. So now, looks there like we've already performed another good deed. Well, we've finished that one, so we're going to collect our reward for that and take a quick look. Now we need to make a new friend. We were too quick. We made a friend, or maybe he is a vampire. He must be. That's probably why. Yeah, and he's hissing. That's why there was the hit to the relationship with him. So then we should have, there's our next one. It's the Selenicorn in repose. So that's that. So that's what that one looks like. I didn't actually zoom in on the other ones. I probably should zoom in on the other ones. So there we go. That was the Grin and Bear It. And then, I don't think I zoomed in. Maybe I did. And then here is the It Happened. So it's like a little pig with wings. Very cute. So we have all of that. Now we need to make one more friend. We need to do 11 good deeds. And again, not too hard when you have Sims around from the club. So that makes it actually quite easy. So we probably should take a break after these last couple of these two that I've just set up and have her do her, work from home task, which is to take photos, which of course, as I realized in the first part, you need to do it from your phone under the entertainment tab, which is photograph impression. But what I had started to talk about is I was doing this challenge with, a personal save, and I had children can do this challenge. They can even, if I remember correctly, she had the ability to call the event coordinator. Not 100% sure, but I think she did. And she got it all set up. She had access to the tab, the challenges tab, but she hadn't finished it before she aged up. Oh, there we go. We can make another friend. We're going to do cheerful introduction with Summer Holiday because we need to do that. And she seems to not have done her task because she's too interested in talking to everybody. So that's going to the bottom of her chores, her list that she needs to do. And when my child aged up from a child to a teen, she no longer had access to the challenges aspiration. It disappeared off of her list of things she could do. And when she called the event coordinator came, but she no longer could issue the positivity challenge. So she seems to have been stuck partway through. She was on the third tier of it, but she doesn't seem to be able to finish it. So if you are trying to do this with any of your, didn't actually register her being a new friend. I'm not sure why, but even though she is a new friend, we're going to do some... Either don't bother starting as a child or don't make sure you finish it when you started as a child, because unless, that may happen to you too, that they will be stuck with an incomplete challenge and they won't get the little trait that you get from completing it. And the other bug from the update that I've seen reports of, and I think it doesn't matter whether there was a note that if you had Get Famous that it was a bug with the patch before Get Famous, but I think I've seen people who have also Get Famous have the same bug. If you take your Sims into Create a Sim, they will age. And even if you have aging off, they will also age, because there's been reports of Sims who should be the same age being different ages, and that's from that. So there's that. And then, as I mentioned in my first part, the issue with the Father Winter trait, any Sims with that trait disappearing from the saves if you load up the household. So obviously, I'm just trying to avoid going into Create a Sim because I would prefer not to have that happen. And I'm also not playing in my save that I have Sims with the Father Winter baby trait. And hopefully that's one that they might fix soon. That would be great. Well, I guess we'll see soon enough. Let's see. I don't really want to do that. So she didn't actually count. It really doesn't seem like it counted for her making a friend with Summer Holiday. So why don't we discuss outfit? And did she do? No, she did not do her work task, and I can tell because it's still showing as yellow. So she did one of them. So maybe I only... Oops, didn't mean to do that one. It's been there for a long time. You'd think I'd have stopped picking that. Every now and again, I still click on the calendar instead of the phone, because the phone obviously for a long time used to be right beside the Sims in that spot. So she's going to do some more impressions. So she got that. Take photos is what that is. I'm going to try it again. And then she has done her work task. So she works in 19 hours. Unfortunately, she doesn't have a tick from that. I was hoping, since I seemed to see that she had gotten paid in this, and when I mean paid, I mean actually paid some real money, that they had perhaps fixed the gardening career, because the gardening career you only get 10 simoleons for doing your work task, and then you get 10 simoleons if you happen to complete your last work task. When they call the next day, they'll give you another 10. But in the same save where I had the child age up and not complete the interaction, complete this positivity challenge on her own, and so she lost it when she aged up to a teen. The option is no longer there. Her mother is a gardener, and she still didn't get paid. She got paid the 10 simoleons that she got paid previously, as opposed to what they should make. Like, this says that they make 35 simoleons an hour, and so what I find they get is about half of that when they do complete their work task, and then the other half when they call in. Do we know his traits? Did we get them? Oh, so he is a prime vampire, and I could tell. So yes, and that's sort of a neat thing where the vampires use a umbrella. He is an art lover. He is squeamish. That's quite funny. And a bookworm. So we're going to tell a funny story to Johnny Zest, and then hopefully... Oh, and see, I named the club Friends of the World, so that was why I talk about Friends of the World. Came up. May as well ask him about his career. He's an entertainer. And of course, Johnny Zest comes with the base game. And the backstory is he's a relative of the land grabs. I don't really fully understand it or know it, but I think he might even be like their kid or something like that. But maybe you know. Let me know down below. I never tend to remember. We're going to interview him. Oh, there was a negative. Is that because... So it's insufferably tedious conversation. So I think we probably should just end this and end this gathering right now, because it doesn't seem to be going very well. She looks like she needs to look after herself. Yes, quite a lot. Looks like someone made themselves some food. Miko made some food, and there was nowhere to put it. So I can't move this. I can put it away, but I can't personally drag it away anywhere on my own. And let's go over here and we discuss his outfit. Let's discuss Patchy's outfit with him. Oh, he's researching. Did I have a plant die on me? Revive. What plant is this? Tomato bush. Well, we may as well revive it. She has a high enough gardening skill. Oh, we can't talk to him. He's gone back on his gardening perch. I wonder why it died. I don't understand why it died. Maybe I need to hire a gardener. I mean, the garden looks like it's in pretty good shape, I have to say. No, I do have a gardener. Yeah, don't know why the tree died. Why the tomato bush died, but it's back again. And I don't know if anyone's leaving, so we're going to... Oh, look, clean up! Is it really going to count as a good deed when it's on our own lot? I wouldn't have thought it would, but let's see. We're at 8. And will this make it? No. Unless it already counted it. Let's try this one. Clean up. I just can't see why it would count as a good... It did. It does count. Okay, so even though you're on your own lot, it counts as a good deed. Okay. That's pretty easy. We're going to eat that hot dog because she's hungry. And we are going to have her... Let me look at the rest of her needs. I'm going to look after her needs, and I'll be back, when she's back working on her good deeds, and we have to make a friend. Well, actually, I think we'll probably just end this here, and we'll check in a little bit in one last part where we'll finish it. We'll take a look at the trait that you're supposed to get with it, and, do a little bit more with the career, see if she has any other tasks to do other than, the taking photos, which is where you need to use it and do a photo impression. I have heard of some glitches with this career and some of the things that they have to do not counting, so it's kind of interesting to see whether she ever has any of those tasks, to see if that's an issue for her. But that is going to be it for this part. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye! This has been Jennifer. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more videos of challenge, let's plays, tutorials, and occasional speed builds, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks very much.